I may look cold. That's because we have just spent the coldest night in our little van conversion, and tonight's going to get even colder. So come and join me on a day of van life. There's the van in the car park in the Lake District on the Kirkstone Pass. We're going to go climb a mountain, have some food, just have a genuinely good day exploring the Lake District, potentially getting a bit wet. And let's be real, who doesn't love to see a fat, slightly ginger, mostly grey person get soaking wet? Just for the sheer fun of it. Red Screws is the first mountain of the choice. This is actually a really cool mountain. What you do, you park down at the Kirkstone Inn. FYI, it's currently closed due to renovations. You walk up a path just up here. It's a big scramble sort of path towards the top. And about 700 metres, you tend to get to the summit. But the plan's not to actually get to that summit. The main plan's actually to warm up my bones. Because I'm getting old. That's what happens when you get old. There's a few more wainwrights at the top, so I'm going to hopefully bag a few of them. And then tonight when I come back down, hope to go up that side. There's one more over that side that I've not done. Stony Cove Crag or I don't know, something like that. Got down to 2 degrees last night. It's the coldest I've ever spent in the van. And plus, we're inside a big channel, sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, a valley. The wind was howling down there. I really do need to really crack on with the winter prep for the van. Problem is, I just get half an hour, do a bit of work, get half an hour, do another bit of work. A week later, do the rest of it. I have done a big modification to that. I might give you a sneak peek on that later, because that video is not yet edited. There he is, just sat down there. On most mountainous adventures, you see all this beautiful footage with some beautiful music. We're making our way up the mountain. Listen to this. Yeah, it was a bit of a huff and a puff sort of day, but look at the scenery. Right, we're going to make our way even higher. I can definitely say I've warmed up a bit. Got some scrambly bits to go up now. Whew, that's a nice little hike. Here, you see how high we are? There's the van all the way down there. I can even see, remember I said I wanted to do the pike over there? That one just there. So that means I've got to go down, cross over the road, scramble up the other side. See how I feel later. You never know. I may have a cup of tea and do the typical English thing of sit there and sit there. And that's it. We reached the first of many scrambles up this cliff face, I suppose you could call it, and it's just 4 points of contact at all times. Round the corner you've got this like flat polished piece of rock. I tend to avoid that because it does look slippy. With every step higher you get, the view gets even better. That's why I love mountains so much. Second scramble came into view, sorry, and again this one wasn't as aggressive as the last one, but we're getting closer to the top. Can you see what I mean by every single step higher that you get, especially on this hill, because it's virtually vertical the whole way up. It's just steps. You just get a better view. The higher you get, you can see over the mountains that are the closest to you. It's beautiful, just breathtaking. One of the joys of summiting a mountain, the reward you get at the top, a completely new view. Wow. We've got to make our way over to the trig point. The joy with this hike, it starts at 400 metres above sea level, and the summit is 770 metres above sea level. And there's the trig. We've got to go over and we've got to touch the trig. Just look at the mountains behind it. Oh, I absolutely love this summit and the view that's all the way around it. Down there you've got Auxwater, you go pan further round, you've got Helvellyn on the back of Auxwater. In the distance you've got the Scarfell range. That's Red Screws done. 776, I think it is, metres above sea level. Now we've got to descend to that one down there. I think it's called Middle Dod or something like that. I don't know, that's just another wainwright. I've already done Red Screws before. This one's going to be a new one. It's very cold. The wind chill is intense. We've got Middle Dod just over there, then somehow try and get over to that little rock there for a little hard crack. I think I'm going to have to go up the valley, down that side. Oh, that's a nice picture. Yeah, down that side and back up and over onto it. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but it's a bit boggy. The wind chill is exactly what predicted, -5. It's goddamn freezing. But I'm absolutely loving it. That's Wainwright 111 completed. Middle Dod. It's a fun story. You know, when you've done a few Wainwrights, this is now my 24th or 23rd. I'll check my book in a bit. You got that peak just there. That's called Il Bal. Now when you've done a few Wainwrights, you get to sort of know some areas and stuff like that. I've done that one, and you come up with stories that have happened, Now, when I was up there, I found a sheep's skull, and I thought, oh, sound, cleared it up, got it all sorted for one of my reptiles, stuck it in the reptile enclosure. It was a great memory for that thing. But then I also saw loads of lambs. It was lambing season, and the lambs had fallen off the cliff and they'd snapped their necks, and it was quite disheartening that I saw more dead than actually alive. And when I got back down off there, I saw the farmer and I went to him and said, there's a lot of dead lambs up there. He says, yeah, it happens every year. There's an aphrodisiac plant that's up there, and the lambs are going around not knowing what it is, eating away at it. They get a bit stoned, for a better word, they end up falling and dying. And he just said it like, yeah, it happens every year, it's normal. It's cute little black lambs, and it's beautiful. But I wouldn't have known that story, that memory, had I not have done that hike on that exact day. Everything I have done to date has led me to be on Middle Dod. What's next? Little Heart Crag. I am restricted by daylight, so we'll see how far we get, because I'm parked down at that car park down the bottom. I've then got to climb now back up Red Screws and then go back down that way to Little Heart, whatever it's called again, and then from there back up to here to go back down the big steep scrambles to get back to the camp. But it's all part of the fun. It's out of the wind a little bit now, but I'm going over that exposed ridge again to go back up Red Screws to find my way back down the other side. So it's time to get cold again. I've just started, got a new sensation, a hiking sensation that I've never had before. And I'm fat, okay? We all know that, I'm fat. I'm like on the larger side of dad bod, where I could be considered to be fat. And I've got underboob sweat. While walking downhill, you're not sweating as much. And with this wind, it gets cold. I have underboob chill. Worked that one out. We actually found a bog path to the right hand side that skipped the top of Red Screws, so we took that. It was boggy. Nearly there, that's it, just there. Nearly there, but can I see a trick point? What's that? That's not on the agenda. Normally I'm quite good at finding trick points and going to them. I may have to take a tickle over there. It's strange what you think about when you're on a hike. I can't get out of my head, what do I want for tea tonight? And after a hike like this, I mean, I've done like 10 mile already. You really want something big and hearty. All I keep thinking about is I want cheese toasties. When really I should be thinking about, I've got to still climb all the way back over that. And then down the other side, down all the big scrambles. I absolutely love this. But what shall I have for tea tonight? I might just have my cheese toastie and then have something really like calorie filled for me dessert. Ooh, what can I have for dessert? There she is, Little Heart Crag, and you can even walk to the top. Let's go and do that. I've got to be very, very conscious of daylight. One, because I plugged my head torch in to charge and I forgot to unplug it and stick it in my bag. We've not got much daylight left, so we'll get up here. I say that, we've got about 2.5 hours, but I've still got to get back down off here, up and over Red Screws, or I can just try and get down into Auxwater and see if there's a bus to bring me back up. It's an option. Oh, here we go. Yes. How beautiful is that? Yes, I'm knackered. Screw it. I'm going to leave Little Heart Crag behind, carry on walking down to High Heart Stop Crag, I think it's called. I don't know, it's lower than this one. This one, all the ones I've done so far have been mountains. This one down here isn't, so I've got quite a descend down to about 500 meters. And on the map, it doesn't show that there's a path going down to Auxwater or down to the Kirkstone Pass. But there wasn't a path from Middle Dod over to this one, but there was one there on the floor. So we'll get down there. That'll be another wainwright ticked off, and we'll have a look when we get there. This could be the biggest mistake of my life. There it is, that end one right in front of us. You know, that one there, that's where we're heading. It looks steep each side, so I'm not sure if there will be a path. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I want to get back to have some food. So what I can think about food. This is the reason why I'm fat. I nearly went on my ass. And there's me hoping for a way down to go that way, off the top of that. It's a little bit steep, but on the plus side, check out all these waterfalls. You got a cool one just over there. Look at it, how cool is that? Whoosh. There we go. Summit. High Hearts something dot. Heart stop dot. Beautiful scenery. Now to get down. Round that corner on that road is where I need to go. The path is back all the way along all that, back down the valley, back up that one just there, that's Red Screes, and then down all the scrambles to the car park. Or I can try and find a path down here, which it looks like there is a well-trodden path, and try and get to that road down there and make a couple of mile trek back up to the car. I'm actually going to try this one just because I could do with having some time away from the bog. It looks like there is a slight sort of untrodden path going down that way. I don't know, I'm going to have a bit of water, tie my boots up a bit tighter, and just go around there and have a look and see what's what. Again, backup plan, I can always go back up over Red Screes. It does look like a well-trodden path, so it'll be interesting to see just where it goes. Oh, that was steep. Oh, my legs are burning. But it's quite cool to see, because look, Red Screes is up there. That's the one I've just come down now. And that map's, it's a proper footpath, gravel footpath that's been maintained. But yeah, it's not on OS Maps. OS Maps, the most reliable map system that you can get in the UK, and it's just not on there. The OS needs to do something. To be fair, actually, when I get back to the van later, because I've got a couple of miles now to do, when I get back to the van, I'll try and see if I've got an update on that map or something. That's happened a few times where there's been a path, but it's not on the map. And let's face it, there's a bit of bog here. Which map systems do you guys use and recommend? Because I've always recommended OS Maps because it is amazing. It's just lately I've been finding paths that are not paths. Oh god, this path that I'm on now back to the car, it's just, well, back to the van, it's just bog. I've been in the van now for about 6 months. No, more than that, 8 months. And I still try and mistake it and call it a car. Check the view out. That's the path I'm going on. And apparently it just goes along here, then it joins up to the river that's next to the road and goes up to the van parking area. The problem is we've descended now and we're at 218 meters. We've got to go up to 440. So we've got an incline now. But in all fairness, it's a 200-meter incline over about 3 miles. I'm happy with that. Don't look at me like that, man. Don't look at me. They're blocking the path as well. I hope they're not a violent little... Ugh. Hello, bud. Bud. Everyone's called Bud. Oh, is there a baby up there? Oh, that one don't look very happy at me. Oh. Here's a useless bit of information. They're calf balls. And I had my red Auxbeam Valley woolly hat just strapped onto my backpack, just like that. And they all look like they were going to eat me. So I've just gone past those ones down there and I hid it just out of curiosity. And they didn't even bat an eyelid at me. It's a good thing I didn't have it on my head. Are you guys going to let me go over the bridge? Don't be walking closer to me, I just need that gate there. Stay there. He's going to try and make a bolt for the actual gate, isn't he? Or she. Oops. Right. I'm on this side. This bridge looks rickety. Oh crap. Whoosh. Look at the heron. Wow. Believe it or not, I think that's actually the first ever heron I've seen in the Lake District, which is confusing because water, lakes, fish, food, heron, they all go together. Either that or I've just not really paid too much attention. That was well cool. I don't know why every time I see something cool my voice goes dead squeaky. Check out that for a waterfall. It just keeps coming all the way down, straight into the river down there. We've got about a mile left. No, maybe about a mile and a half actually. And the light's just starting to fade, so it looks like we've actually done quite well for this. Food, I can't wait for food. I might have a Lake District special van life shower when I get down there. Basically, I might go for a dip in the river. the ice water will do quite well for my muscles, because I'm aching. That's a big hike. Damn it, I knew I should have just sat and waited for the bus. Oh well, looks like we've got a really nice waterfall just up there, so let's go and have a look at that. I wonder what happened there. I hope a car didn't crash, because that would have been a miserable disaster. There it is. It's quite cute, nowhere near as big as I was expecting, or as powerful, but it's still cute. Mountain Rescue have been out quite a few times today, actually. That's probably the third time I've seen that helicopter. Granted, they could be training, they could be doing something. I hope everything's okay, everyone's okay. It's heading over towards, oh, I don't know, where's that going? Trollbeck? Yeah, about there. Eventually we got back to the van, 20,000 steps. We got changed, got sorted and went straight to the little stream. It really wasn't as big and gushing, so we just had to dip our feet in, have a little wash over various areas of the body, and we give our head a good wet. I tell you what, it really rejuvenates you after a big hike. That feels a lot better. Dead refreshing when you get a dip. But let's go get ourselves sorted and dried and warmed up. Ooh, that's fresh. You want to see how I cook in the van? Nice and simple. All I'm going to have is a toasty. Got one of these griddle things. You open them, poof. So we go. I only want cheese, piece of bread, bit of cheese. How simple is this? And then bit of bread. Give it a close. You've got a latch just there. I'll leave this linked down in the description down below. Some people go for Ridge Monkey. This is NGT. NGT being a cheaper fishing brand. We turn the gas on. This is all I need. I don't need a cooker, I don't need anything. I hardly ever cook in here. Boof. And then we just get the griddle. Well, actually, we'll turn that down a bit. Oh, nice and light. Straight on the top. We unclip it nice and gentle, because I'm doing it one-handed. Flip it over, and then you can check. Whoosh. How nice is that? Close it back up again and leave it on the other side to cook. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, I'm nice and stuffed now. That was some nice grub. It's starting to get really dark. Well, it is really dark. Look, see? That's my view. Look at the clouds coming in all the way over there. How beautiful does that look? There's actually a little dude. Well, you can see his little light up there. He's got his little head torch coming down the mountain. Oh, there we go. Now, I've got a little thing to show you. So, you all know, if you've been watching the channel, I've got the new Auxbeam LED headlights. Well, that's them. But, we've had another little toy playing with. This is a sneak peek. This is the one before the main video. Yeah. You can even see the gig lighting off the rain. Let's go outside and check it out, shall we? This is just a quick sneak peek. This is not a reveal or anything like that. Every time I see it I just laugh, because it is laughable. Got a light bar on the roof. Main purpose of it is to do filming just like this, so I can do it at night through the winter, because you can see me perfect. God, I love this van. I love this lifestyle. It's van life, it's amazing. I'm gonna stick a film on, chill out for a couple of hours, and then get my head down. Hopefully with the cloud cover it doesn't get too cold tonight. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's time for the cuppa, get dressed, then sit in the front, I think, and just see what the weather's like. Sounds like it's chucking it down, but it is still only stupid o'clock in the morning. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. To me, that's stupid o'clock in the morning. But yeah, cup of coffee, get that sheet down. You can see that sheet just there. And then we're going to sit in the front and just sort of make a plan for the day. The sun's not even up yet, but breakfast, oaty, hobnob biscuits, living the dream. I thought the windscreen was still misted up, but as it turns out, I'm just in the fog. Look at that. Let's try the lights. So, see what I mean? How they penetrate fog so much easier. What about the light bar? Whoosh. I'm such a child with that light bar. Check out this cool little spot that we've just pulled up in. Look at that. Woody's got a proper good view of the lake. That's Ullswater just there. Had to take a little photo opportunity, didn't we? We just had to do it. We nipped from that parking spot on the Kirkstone Pass down to Ullswater, public toilets. Got to do what we've got to do. And now we're sort of hoping the weather clears up, and we're going to head round to another little wainwright, just a little one. So I think it's only 100 metre ascent or something like that. It ascends out at about 400 metres or something like that. Mal something or other. And then there's another one fairly close to it. There's not a massive long drive. And we'll go and have a look there. But that's a bit steeper, a bit more challenging. So we'll just see where we end up. I love this lifestyle. Just look at that. Just parked up. It literally is a little spot just on the side of the road there. And just over there, that hill there, is the one we're actually going to be going up. I can see the path, well, you can see the path as well. It doesn't portray well on camera, but that's really steep. And it looks like bog and mud, and it's going to be fun. I can't imagine this one's going to take me long. I must be the only douche that's willing to go up a hill, because it is only a hill. Quite a steep hill, but a hill nonetheless. On a wet, rainy day over what looks like mud and bog in light grey jogging bottoms. Granted, I put my boots on, I've got my waterproof jacket on. I've left my backpack in the van just there, just because I don't think this one's going to take me that long. I think this is going to be one of those scenarios where it's going to be worse than I actually expect it to be. It does look steep, I can see that, but I'm ascending just over 100 metres in what looks like about a quarter of a mile. I don't know, should we time it? It's 9:45 now. Let's see what time I get up there and get back down. And, ooh, foul ponies. There's the van, there's the gate, there's the bog, straight away. Boots, Boggy. Ugh, there's literally no warm up. There's the van, there's a sign, permitted path. That's not a path. Nope, nope, that's not a path. It's a slope where the foul ponies use. Ooh, there really is no warm up. Let's go check out these foul ponies. Hold on a minute. It's not a foul pony. It's a real hench sheep. Looks like the clouds are coming in. We're majority of the way up now. We can't see the van anymore. And I think just over that brow is the summit. There's the trig point. There's the trig point. Woo! There we go. Oh look, the trig point's got a moat around it. You got to touch it. You got to touch it without slipping in the moat. Mile foul, 505 metres above sea level. Done. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Now that that one's done, we drive half a mile down the road. The van's parked just there, and we've got another one to go up here and have a look at. Great Mount Hill. I don't know. I'll figure it out by the end once I've looked at the map a few times. Ooh, we might see some red squirrels. Let's go. I saw a documentary once a while ago. I just didn't click that it was here. There's a farmer around Ullswater, down that way, around the woods, and he goes around with his little rifle with his kids, and they have a family day out shooting grey squirrels. Now I understand the call behind it, I understand why it's done, but what do you guys think about it? I think it's cruel that it has to happen, but does it have to happen? Can England evolve whilst keeping those animals? I don't know. You let me know. Just look at that view. I can't wait to get to the top of this. I'm hoping to get a view of Feul on that way, Skiddaw and Blencathra that way. We'll see. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. That tree's had a good night. That's a proper bender. Oh, and that one up there. Just look at it. Just look at it. I just filmed a cracking little TikTok actually looking over there. See, look, the Lake District is all flat. And then I accidentally spun the camera around. It's all the mountains and the hills. I can see how Feul is currently in the clouds. It keeps bumping out in and out of the clouds. If you've not already, follow me on TikTok. Same name as the channel. Why are you there actually? Why don't you subscribe if you haven't already? For the sole purpose, 99% of you guys aren't subscribed. I got 130 something thousand views last month. And I think it was 0.9% of people subscribed. I don't know why people aren't subscribing. People turned around to me and said, it's because you don't tell people to subscribe. So I'm telling you, subscribe. I wish I could portray this to you on camera really nicely. The sun's just patchy over the land. I just took a couple of pictures. I'll stick them on for you right now. Wow, right? You wouldn't see that sat at home unless you're watching a David Attenborough sort of program. Then again, you could probably put it more over camera a bit better than I can. But wow, I'm taking the most of it right now, solely because we're about to go into there. We might see some red squirrels. Ooh, here's a question for the tree people of YouTube. Do trees still drink as much water through the winter? I don't know. It's amazing the random thoughts you get. I'm in the middle of the Lake District. I'm on a nice hill with some amazing views. How come I'm the only person? Wow. See, to you and me, it may just be a bit of a dead tree. Oh, that was a trippy transition. But look at all the life that's on it, all the lichen going all the way up there, the moss further up there. And I bet the animals house this as well. The rabbits underneath the roots. I've just seen a fox dart under there. All the lichen just up on that. There may be dead trees, but they can be a home to so many more critters. I haven't seen bog like this since, well, about this time last year in Snowdonia, to be fair, but I think we're here. I don't think there's a trig point on top of this one. There's not one marked on the map, but as we've proven in this video, the map's not always right. I'm starting to come into the clouds, so I don't know if we're going to get all of the views that we want. Yeah, this is it. Great Mill Feul. Number 154, I think it is, at the wainwrights. Wow! Let me show you the view all the way around. I'll do it like that so you can see more of the view and less of me, because I just talk absolute nonsense all the time. Wow, this is beautiful. There you go, so there's Helvellyn, just poof, popping off just there. Over there, somewhere, no it's not, it's that way. Oh, so in those clouds, that's where Skiddaw is. Wow. You can see the A66 running down there as well, the road. I know it's roads, I'm a driver, but look at that. The best view is probably that one just there. Just look at how beautiful it is. The sun's speckling on the land. I talk absolute crap a lot of the time. But this is my 27th wainwright. Second one of the day. A lot tougher than I thought. I just thought it would be nice and quick. It took me about 45 minutes to get up here. So not tough, just tougher than I expected. Wow. Oh, come down to Keswick. God, that was a boggy hike down. That was really boggy. But it's just raining now. The heavens are really open. We come down towards Keswick, sort of because I've been with Danielle for a year tomorrow. So nipped out, got her a few bits. Figured I'll come round and walk up Dodd Hill. It really doesn't look like it's letting off. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, and then if it's still not eased off, I've been here for 20 minutes already. If it's still not eased off, then I'm tempted to just head back to the northwest. Go and see Danielle, go see some fireworks tonight, and then tomorrow, what day is it? Saturday. So tomorrow we're coming back to the Lake District. We're going to celebrate that 1 year together by coming to a place where we went on our first proper date, the Lake District. It's going to be raining, it's going to be just like this, so we've planned a rainy day activity. We're going to go to Bowness, jump on a boat and go for a little boat round, just sort of because it's indoors, it's undercover. And it's something we've never done. You see it all the time, it's very touristy, but it'll be something to do. Then we're going to grab a bite to eat. If you've not already done so, subscribe.